Hey there everyone, and welcome back to another cool episode of Nerdy Nidz. I have a gym story to share with you all today. A couple of days back, I was at the gym doing my trusty bent over raises and trying to get the form right when suddenly a trainer walks up to me and he says that I need to change my form. He said that I was doing it wrong and he even demonstrated for me with internally rotated shoulders. Yeah, you heard it right. Internally rotated shoulders. And he was so confident about it. He even said that doing it the way that he asked me to do it would magically target the right muscles more easily. So guys, as you know, in the industry, so as we all know, there is no shortage for well-intentioned yet sometimes, well, let's just say misguided advice in the world of fitness. And that's exactly why we are here today to evaluate this particular advice through the lens of biomechanics. Because like they say, it's very important to understand the whys behind everything we do. Everything. So without any further talk or delay, let's get on to it and explore why this advice could lead to some serious consequences in the long term. First and foremost, let's talk about the main concern here, which is the internally rotated shoulder. If you're performing bent over raises with your shoulders rolled inwards like this, then you're setting yourself up for trouble. This particular mistake primarily affects something called the rotator cuff muscles of the shoulder joint, which happens to be one of my favorite muscles, but more importantly, they are the key stabilizers of shoulder joint. Having your shoulders internally rotated will stretch the rotator cuff muscles beyond their optimal length. And this condition is called passive insufficiency. In the long run or over time, this constant stretching on rotator cuff muscles can weaken them, making them less effective. It's not a surprise you will have issues or conditions like rotator cuff strains, rotator cuff tears, impingement issues, or even tendinitis. And here's the worst part. People in the gym are always focusing on lifting heavy and not really about the right mechanics or the form. So if you go on to lifting heavy while doing this exercise with your shoulders internally rotated, then you're greatly compromising your rotator cuff muscles, which in turn will lead to stabilization issues of your shoulder joint. So all of this that we spoke till now are the long-term issues related to this particular mistake. But this also comes along with some short-term issues such as pain, discomfort, reduced range of motion, and efficiency of the exercise. Now let's talk about the second issue which comes along with this mistake, that is pinkies upwards while performing bent over raises, which kind of goes hand in hand with the internally rotated shoulders. And this issue affects your wrist joints. It pushes the wrist joint in a very unnatural position, and this unnatural positioning of the wrist not only affects the grip strength of your joint but also increases the risk of wrist strains and tendinitis. More importantly, it shifts the focus from the target muscle, eventually defeating the very purpose of this exercise. Now let's correct these mistakes and understand the right mechanics of performing a bent over raise, which will in fact engage the right muscles. So to maintain form and to engage the right muscles, which are your posterior deltoids, trapezius and rhomboids to some extent, ensure that your shoulders are in neutral position and not internally rotated. And the second thing is keep your pinkies relatively down and in line with your thumb. This alignment will allow a smoother, safer and effective movement targeting the muscles which actually should be doing the work. Performing bent over raises or any exercise for that matter with the correct mechanics comes along with a lot of benefits such as reduced injury risk, engaging the right muscles, enhancing your overall workout experience. So remember guys that fitness is just not about lifting heavy, it is much more than that. And one of the things that matters a lot is understanding the mechanics or the form of what you do in the gym. We should spend some time learning and researching about whatever workout in general we are doing in our everyday life. If you found this video helpful and insightful, hit the like button, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.